I think one of the saddest things that can happen to a person is becoming so comfortable that they forget they wanted more. And it's not because they stopped dreaming, but because comfort slowly convinced them they didn't need to. Too often, I've found myself becoming comfortable. Not comfortable in the kind of way where you finally feel at peace with your life. It's the kind of comfort that slowly convinces you to settle. The kind that whispers, "This is good enough." And maybe that's why comfort is dangerous. It rarely feels dangerous. You feel safe. You wake up, go to work, come home. Maybe you spend time with some of the same people, or you scroll, watch the same shows. But every now and then, a thought comes. It emerges, and as quickly as it does, it fades away. Maybe it's moving somewhere new, changing your style, leaving your old job for a new job, or simply becoming someone who feels a bit more confident. But your current life is just comfortable enough to make changes like those feel unnecessary. The truth is, there are so many people living lives that are just okay. Okay job, okay relationship, okay location. And it doesn't mean it's necessarily wrong, but underneath that okay is a longing that life could be more. And it's not even more successful or more money, just more authentic. Your brain wasn't designed to make you happy. For years, it was designed to keep you alive, and it still is. Most situations that were unfamiliar meant danger. Exploring a new place, taking certain risks, certain things that could cost you your life. So the brain evolved to prefer what was familiar as a form of protection. These days, we're not worried about predators. We're worried about going on first dates, or starting businesses, or job interviews, or even posting that first video. The danger might have changed, but our nervous system didn't. Sometimes the body identifies discomfort as a threat, even though nothing is actually wrong. It just feels uncomfortable. And growth is uncomfortable. Not because you're doing something bad, but because you're doing something new. And these days, we are too comfortable. If we want food, we can order it on our phone and have it delivered to us. If we're bored, we can distract ourselves by scrolling, consuming, and without realizing, we spend more time watching other people become who they want to be rather than becoming who we want to be ourselves. And because comfort has been more accessible, especially in these times, it also means growth has never been easier to avoid. But I don't think comfort is the biggest thing that's holding us back. I think it's judgment. I think it's us, people. We learn that fitting in feels safer than standing out. I mean, if you stand out too much, you'll get bullied or called cringy. So in time, we've learned to edit ourselves. What we like, what we think, we are afraid to try something new because we might fail. We're afraid to be seen. And little by little, we become smaller versions of our true selves because we're afraid of rejection, embarrassment. But here's the question that changed the way I think and might change the way that you think. If every decision you make is filtered through what other people think, are you actually free? Or are you living according to expectations that were never yours to begin with? And here's the paradox. The discomfort we avoid today often becomes the regret we carry tomorrow. So we avoid the difficult conversation today, and now we carry the resentment. Avoid the opportunity, now you wonder what could have happened, how much life could have changed for you. Avoid creating, and now you're seeing someone else build the life that you once imagined for yourself. And again, it's not because you weren't capable. It was because you were too comfortable. Comfort feels good today, but quietly sends you the bill years later. And by that time, it's regret. Maybe the goal isn't to become fearless, because fear is naturally a part of being human. Maybe the goal is simply to stop letting fear make your decisions. Every meaningful experience you ever had started with discomfort. Whether it was first day of school, you didn't know anybody, and it was very uncomfortable. Or learning how to drive, maneuvering the wheel, and making sure you didn't hit anybody. Or your first interview, having to prepare and possibly choke on your words because you're so nervous. Or even moving somewhere new. You didn't have a community yet. Everything was new. These moments don't start with confidence. That's usually what comes afterwards. Confidence isn't something you find before taking the leap. Usually it's something you earn because you took that leap. So the next time life asks you to step into something uncertain, don't ask yourself, is this going to be comfortable for me? I say ask yourself something else. If I stay exactly where I am, what will it cost me? Because at the end of the day, you'll experience discomfort either way, in every walk of life. But it's up to you to either take it and use it to grow, or avoid it and one day regret what could have been. Because comfort isn't your home, it's a waiting room. And we're not meant to keep on waiting. We're meant to go and do that thing. So I say get comfortable with the uncomfortable, because that's where you'll finally meet the version of yourself you've been searching for. I would advise you to write a list of things that make you uncomfortable. Maybe eye contact with a stranger, or complimenting somebody, or even wearing a pair of really colorful shoes that you really like, but they're too colorful and that makes you uncomfortable. Wear it. See what happens. You'll get so used to the feeling of discomfort that it eventually will disappear. I mean, we'll always experience discomfort, but it'll feel a little less intense each time you allow yourself to immerse in it.